talk.
Yeah,
Y'all
you
talk.
man, boy.
I'm right here sitting down. You standing
So
there,
am
what's
I.
up?
And so am I. So am I. You a hoe. A hoe. Punk ass.
Meet Jermell Charlo, a true hidden gem in the boxing world. He kicked off his journey at just 17 years old, and boy oh boy, did he rise to become a force to be reckoned with in the sport. Let's talk about packing a punch. 19 out of his 35 victories ended with his opponents taking unexpected naps, making him one of the heaviest hitters in the division. When he steps into the ring with those lion-themed walk-ins, it's kinda like he's staking his claim as the king of the light middleweights. His path to glory has been paved with hard-earned wins and unwavering dedication. He's also got a collection of super welterweight titles under his belt, including the grand prize, the undisputed championship. This is a testament to his unique skills and talents in the boxing ring. Charlo is without a doubt a force to be reckoned with. And guess what? He's now set for a showdown with the boxing king, Canelo Alvarez.
He's never gonna give up.
But his legs are not there.
Damn! It's like the mother of all battles, and Charlo's ready to etch his name into the history books. This video takes you on a whirlwind tour of Charlo's boxing feats, showcasing exactly why he's undeniably one of the best pound-for-pound boxers out there today. Let's rewind back to 2007, where a young Charlo, a mere 17 years old, stepped into the boxing ring for his professional debut against Corey Somerville. And let me tell you, he didn't hold back. Charlo flaunted his raw talent, putting Somerville on the canvas in the third round and ultimately securing a well-deserved unanimous decision victory. Remaining in the welterweight division until 2010, Charlo then decided to make a move to the super welterweight class after testing the super welterweight waters twice, firmly establishing his position in the 154-pound weight class. Embracing the super welterweight class, Charlo embarked on a systematic climb up the ranks, triumphing over opponents like Gabriel Rosado
And still undefeated, the WBC
and Vanez Martirosyan. In 2014, Charlo spiced things up by heading to Montreal, Canada to take on Charles Bellamy. It was only a matter of time before Charlo earned his shot at a world title, nearly 9 years after stepping into the professional boxing ring. May 21st, 2016 saw Charlo take on the formidable John Jackson, son of the legendary 3-time world champion Julian Jackson, known for his knockout power in boxing history. The prize? The vacant WBC super welterweight title. Despite Charlo finding himself behind on the scorecards, he delivered a powerful right hand that rattled Jackson. Not stopping there, he unleashed 2 left hooks that left referee Tony Weeks with no option but to halt the fight.
Jackson is up, and this one is up.
This win marked a pivotal moment in Charlo's career, signaling the dawn of his era as a world champion. Following his triumph against Jackson, Charlo went on to vigorously defend his title on 3 occasions. He kicked off his reign with knockout wins over Charles Hatley and Erickson Lubin in 2017. Facing off against former champion Austin Trout, Charlo demonstrated his skill and determination by securing a majority decision victory after flooring Trout twice during the bout. But hey, every champion has their ups and downs, and Charlo's journey is no exception. After his victory against Trout, he squared off against Detroit's Tony Harrison, the man who served him his first taste of defeat in the professional ring. A rematch with Harrison was in the cards, but fate had other plans, as Harrison withdrew due to an injury. Charlo found himself facing Jorge Cota in a non-title bout instead. And guess what? He emerged victorious with a knockout in the 3rd round. Finally, the long-awaited rematch with Harrison took place on December 21st, 2019.
Why you keep talking?
Try to get loud like a little girl. That ain't gonna win this.
And what happened? Charlo knocked him down not once, but twice more in the 2nd round before the referee intervened. Charlo sealed the deal, becoming a 2-time super welterweight champ. Following his revenge against Harrison and clinching the WBC super welterweight title, Charlo had his sights set on unification and pursuing undisputed status in the the division. Charlo's style is all about patience and intelligence, like playing chess, but with punches. He stealthily maneuvers into range to unleash those power shots, and let me tell you, he's got a reputation for making heads spin. But here's the kicker, he's not a reckless brawler, especially at the start of a fight. He's all about calculated precision. However, when he dials up the speed, his opponents better hope they brought their sleeping bags because they're going down hard. Notice that little bounce in his step? It's like he's moonwalking between punches. This move, straight out of amateur boxing, helps him reset his position with finesse. And don't let those feet fool you, they're quicker than a hiccup. He can cover ground in every direction faster than you can say knockout. Even when he's throwing those haymakers, he's got the balance of a tightrope walker. Defense might not be his main gig, but that doesn't mean that he's got holes in his game. Sure, he might catch a hit or two when closing in, but his high guard and slick slips save him from danger. He's no stranger to trading punches, but he's no daredevil. He's got a plan. 2020 was Charlo's year. He took on Jason Rosario and turned him into a punching bag, dropping him left and right. It was kinda like watching a game of whack-a-mole until Rosario finally kissed the canvas in the 8th round. Following that win against Rosario, the world roared for an undisputed battle, and Charlo stepped up against Brian Castano.
God blessed me with natural gifted talent because I'm a black African man from the USA. And so it's something that he don't got. And I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna dominate and I'm gonna dog him out.
Their showdown on July 17th, 2021 led to a closely contested split draw and immediate calls for a rematch. Now, let's take a moment to talk about Charlo's left hook. It's a thing of legends. It's like a missile that zips from body to head quicker than you can blink. He showed just how lethal his left hook is in his rematch against the undefeated Castano. He dropped Castano with that left hook and followed it up with a combo that felt like the grand finale of a fireworks display. With this victory, Charlo earned the title of undisputed super welterweight champion of the world. Jermell Charlo is undoubtedly one of the ring's IQ champs. His high ring IQ is like a GPS that never steers him wrong. He's kinda like the Sherlock Holmes of boxing, reading his opponents like open books and adjusting his moves with surgical precision. Charlo's playbook changes based on who's in the opposite corner. Against Castano, he showcased his fancy footwork and countering skills. When he faced off with Harrison, it was all about standing his ground, trading blows, and dishing out jabs. And that adaptability was on full display against Rosario. Not to mention, he's had his fair share of fights where he's had to play catch-up on the scorecards. But he's got this magical ability to turn the tables in later rounds or seal the deal with a direct knockout. Dubbed Iron Man, it's not just because he's tough as nails. Charlo's like a battery that gets more charged as the fight goes on, especially in those later rounds. He's not a one-size-fits-all kind of boxer. He's a chameleon in the ring, adapting to his opponent's styles. Against Castano, he danced around, avoiding ropes like they're hot coals, and played the counter game. And now for the grand finale, Charlo's aiming to become undisputed in another weight class. He's even ready to jump a few divisions to lock horns with Canelo. So here's the million-dollar question. Will he shake up the boat or etch his name in history once again, just like he did at super welterweight?